are two guys from Finland, Riku with the mic and Tunna behind the camera. We are on the global odyssey to learn about the most bizarre traditions on Earth and to uncover the secrets this planet holds. It's just the two of us, lifelong travelers in the strangest destinations of the world. No crew, no security, no limits. This is Madventures.
Somalia. This is Madventures on the Gulf of Aden, one of the most dangerous, the most pirate-infested ditches on the planet. Offensives against boats sailing these waters happen every day, and tubs like this one are constantly carrying illegal immigrants away from the homicidal warlords of Somalia. How much does it cost for Somali refugee to come to Yemen? How much he have to pay?
Maybe it costs for them $200 or $300.
$200 or $300. If the refugee don't pay the smuggler, what happened?
They punish them. They throw them on the sea. It's very easy for them. It's very, very dangerous. Yeah.
Just a few days ago, the Somalian pirates seized a Ukrainian freight ship full of Russian tanks. And if the human smugglers need to flee the cutthroats, they will certainly heave their contraband overboard. Our destination is the only country in the Arabian Peninsula who accepts these poor refugees. If they make it through alive, they will reward it a haven in one of the oldest civilizations of the world, Yemen. Welcome to Yemen, the mythical land of milk and honey, the legendary dwelling of Cain and Abel, Gilgamesh and the Queen of Sheba, a place as old as human history itself. Okay, these guys will take us from the port town of Aden to the capital Sana'a. And there we will build up our convoy and start to travel towards east, towards the most notorious desert of the world, the Empty Quarter. There, in the harshest of conditions, live the Bedouins of Yemen. These people are said to be merciless kidnappers and terrorists. We will travel to one of the most dangerous tribal areas in the world to find out if it's true. Do you think that the US embassy bombing was done by Al-Qaeda?
Any bomb that happens with a tourist, it's from Al-Qaeda. They kidnap the tourists, but they are not killing them.
We're soon approaching Sana'a. Just 2 weeks ago there was an attack against the US embassy with automatic weapons, hand grenades and a car bomb. Almost 20 people got killed. Travel warnings are in place for US citizens, British nationals and Scandinavians alike, so being a gringo seems to be a risky proposition right now. Welcome to Sana'a. This is Bab al Yemen, the gate of Yemen. It's amazing. You wouldn't think you could find these kind of vibes in the world anymore. It's like straight from the Arabian Nights. Hey. Our presence has not gone unnoticed. The news about bombings and kidnappings has made Yemen a place rarely visited by tourists. To fight the odds against any worst-case scenarios, we'll wear Yemeni clothes to better assimilate with the locals. Fuck it! Salam! We'll have to buy a jambia also. This dagger is like a tie to the most Yemeni men. Higher the social class, more expensive the balo. We haven't seen a single woman face yet. Probably we won't see one, and most definitely we won't be able to hang out with any female. This certainly feels weird for us, but that's the way of things here, and to discuss this issue would take another episode. So, as guests, we'll just have to stick with the male bonding. This is straight from the fairy tales. Hundreds of muezzins giving their prayer calls from the hundreds of the minarets of the hundreds of the mosques in the capital of Yemen. It's just purely beautiful here.
Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Huh?
To the Bedouin country.
يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد.
Now you start to look like Arab.
This is more like it. We don't want to be easy targets for kidnappers, do we? Next, a planning session in a Yemeni way. Yemen is a deeply religious Muslim country, old-school Arab mixed with African influence, even a hint of Afghanistan. There's still vital and unchanged traditions here. Nowadays, Yemen is also well known for its guns, its cut, and its tribal area, one of the last wild frontiers in the world. And that's why Madventures came here. Is a mild amphetamine-like stimulant, illegal in most of the world, but in Yemen, it's an 800-pound gorilla, a runner-up in esteem only to Islam. The leaves are chewed whenever, wherever, and by everyone. But the most preferable setting is a cut party, like this session here. An evening with males, some cut, a bong, and of course some mac cap and yakety yak.
And people, some like of the Wisdom people, they think if we, quit cut, it could be some other like disease and problems come to the country. Some chemicals, some heroin, cocaine, other things. So they prefer that people has cut, which is something like for energy, and it's like coffee, just heavy coffee, and can be like a social drug, we call it also. If you have a problem in the morning, any day, you come to the cut session, try to find like the right people, solve the problem, social problem. I mean, I know all the people in the street, they come to cut with me every day here. Other houses also, they have big sitting rooms. I mean, we go, with friends, we sit in one room, talking to each other and this. So we are more like connected. This is like the good side of cut. Here's some bad side of cut is water. I mean, like economies somehow. And water, that cut is taking a lot of water. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so we have less water in the country.
How do you feel?
After maybe 1.5 hours, really, really good. Pretty amped as well. My cheek is getting a little bit sore. I'm not like Kamal. Kamal is like Mr. Dizzy Gillespie here. You could lose a baseball in that trained cheek. I have a problem.
You're just a boy.
I really like this habit of nipping little bits of the plant.
Something familiar, right?
Yeah, it's familiar for some of you maybe, and us as well. The Arabian night goes on, chewing, talking, enjoying the great company and the high quality cut. Tonight no sleep, tomorrow it's gonna be desert.
The desert is not allowed for normal tourists at the moment. I'm sorry for what's happening. I don't want anything like missing my work.
Is there any possibility that we bribe somebody?
No, it's really because we are under supervisors from the Ministry of Information.
So we just have to change the plan and hope we go near the desert. We go to the desert area in Hadramaut, and we hope we get the permission to get to the tribal areas, to the desert.
As soon as possible.
Yeah, inshallah.
Inshallah, yeah.
Vittu. Sorry kun tellas what is the situation.
As Kamal said, it's not now allowed for tourists, for any foreigners to go into that area, but we will definitely try to hit in.
We don't have a tasrih to go inside.
So when traveling in Yemen, you need a tasrih, a travel permit from the police, and with that paper you get through the checkpoints, which are more than plenty. And if some area is considered risky, you just simply won't get a tasrih.
Tiny equalizer, if you know what I mean. What is the problem now? Why can't we go from Sana'a to Marib and from there to desert? What's the problem?
We have two ways, this one and this one. And inside these two ways, there is the biggest tribe in Yemen.
Yeah.
And there is some problem between the tribes and the government. And the government don't give us the tasrih. Okay. This is the problem.
Okay.
We cannot go through Marib because they saw some people around this way.
So it's too dangerous.
Yeah, it's so dangerous.
Is it possible to go into desert from the east? Yeah, from the east side.
So it's great. Here's our 2-jeep convoy, and we have representatives from each of the 3 main tribes and main areas of the country. Bismillah.
Yalla yalla.
Yalla yalla. 30 days of self-denial is over, the Ramadan is finally over, and there seems to be no end in the Yemenis' hospitality. Right now we are invited in a feast in Al-Haima tribe village of Al-Sayah. Let's go.
أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا.
And after Ramadan it's Eid. People party and eat for 5 days with bare hands, of course. Tables, long tables full of delicious dishes, all Yemeni style. People are so happy during Eid, and I'm too, because I can smoke and drink during the daytime.
Look at this!
It turns out to be a cut farmer's village. A whole valley full of cut.
Woohoo!
Salam alaikum.
Sit down here.
As you can see, after the lunch, the whole country basically stops for 3 hours. Now that's kind of a rhythm I like.
Yeah, quit the rat race. Do it Yemeni style.
Right. I'm starting to learn. Cut also make manpower.
Yeah.
Make strong.
Strong, yeah.
Cut turns a regular Yemeni fellow into a serious ladies' man, or at least that's the common belief. Now on Thursdays, men clean themselves up for the Friday's prayers, and that's also when the guys are most likely to get it on with a missus, if you know what I mean. So naturally, cut jumps in price on Thursdays. Now that's economics for you.
If you think that piece of stick you bought from the street was cut, get a lot of this. This is fresh stuff. I can feel my face.
I think we'll need some supplies to meet with the demands of the desert trek.
Absolutely.
Our traveling batteries are totally charged now, so it's time to move on. Okay. Bye-bye. This is Wadi Duan, our last oasis before the desert, inshallah. I know, it looks unreal, but it is real. This is the gate to the empty quarter, Manhattan of the desert, the 2,500-year-old magic kingdom of Shibam. What makes it even more impressive than any other world wonder is that Shibam is still alive and kicking, not just a monument or a site. Another prime example of the unbelievably original nature of Yemen. As you can see, we just entered the desert. We make the tires more flat to get a better grip.
Ready to enter the empty quarter.
Before we go any deeper, we have to be escorted by two powerful Bedouin leaders, Mr. Mubarak and Mr. Abdallah from the Sharif tribe. Salama. Bismillah.
Stop!
Okay, tunna jalla. Okay, the situation is frustrating. After 3 days of hard traveling, we finally reached the edge of the desert, but we can't continue. There's a new checkpoint, but we don't have the official permit, the Tasrih. Our Bedouin guides from the powerful Sharif tribe, Mr. Abdallah and Mubarak, are trying to fix this problem, but otherwise there's nothing else to do now but to wait, camp here overnight, maybe choose some cut. Inshallah, tomorrow we go. So we don't need tents. We're gonna camp just under the sky, like everybody here in the desert does.
You want Hotel Million Stars?
Yeah, we have a 1,000,000-star hotel, right? Yeah.
إذا جاءك المنافقون قالوا نشهد إنك لرسول الله والله يعلم إنك لرسوله والله يشهد إن المنافقين لكاذبون اتخذوا أيمانهم جنة فصدوا عن سبيل الله إنهم ساء ما كانوا يعملون.
Slept like 2 hours. My eyes, my ears, even my brains are full of sand.
Arabian explorer. Those are the obstacles you have to stand while roaming the empty quarter.
Yeah, but we have tents, right? We have also tents.
Yeah, we have tents.
Could have been staying there as well.
But this was an experience, right? Tomorrow we will sleep in tents, inshallah.
Inshallah.
ينادونهم ألم نكن معكم قالوا بلى.
Things are sorting out. We're probably going further into the desert. Although we might have to sneak around the checkpoint.
تربصتم وارتبتم وغرتكم الأماني حتى جاء أمر الله وغركم بالله الغرور فاليوم لا يؤخذ منكم فدية ولا من الذين كفروا مأواكم النار هي مولاكم.
From here we'll have to take camels. The Yemeni guys will take the jeeps through the checkpoints and we'll meet at the Bedouin camp in the middle of the Rub al-Khali desert.
See you later.
Bye.
See you there then.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay. We're riding straight into the largest sand desert of the world, Rub al-Khali. That's part of the empty quarter. It's 1,000 kilometers long and 5,000 wide. Even the nomads avoid the enormous desert heat, climbing up to 55 degrees Celsius on a bad day. This is true Bedouin country, the wild frontier of Yemen. In this jurisdiction, there's no law but the tribal tradition and of course the Sharia, the rules of Islam. You definitely need some contacts to travel here. Tää tippuu koko ajan tää kenkä. Ei tästä tuu hevon vittu tästä touhusta taas kerran vittu. If I fall down from this camel, I will kill personally many people. Or many camels and you. Anything which has more than 2 legs, I wish to meet only at my plate. 15 minuuttia maksimissaan mun perse antaa myöten.
Överi hanuri Riku, paskamaakari.
Look at those 2 brothers. Ei vittu, että sattuu, saatana. It's mutual. I hate them, they hate me. Some Bedouins have carried out most of the kidnappings of foreigners as a way to protest against the government. Failed promises of improving electricity, roads or economic resources are the main reasons. However, mostly the kidnapped have been treated very well and soon released. These guys hardly seem international terrorists like lots of people in the West would like to believe. Hopefully things will stay this way when we finally reach the Bedouin camp. So Ibrahim, is it still long for?
After 1 hour, we will reach the camp.
Okay, 1 hour.
Good come on. Hey! Good to meet you again.
So we made it around the checkpoint. It's time to abandon the humps. I'm very happy about it. My ass is on fire and I'm a little bit angry as well.
A little bit.
Shukran!
عفوا مع السلامة.
Sukran!
صاروخ.
This is Saruh.
صاروخ.
Saruh.
هذا.
Okay.
ايوه.
And one, two.
اي
This
كف.
one.
يقول
Yeah.
كف.
Two, 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 two.
دد.
This one.
ايوه.
Yeah.
Ali Rusi,
علي روسي.
Kalashnikov.
ايوه.
Here in tribal Yemen, you can't travel without spotting some boys with toys. By estimate, in the country of 23 million people, there's more than 60 million personal weapons. Pistols, AK-47s, hand grenades and even bazookas. Traditionally, guns are means of defense and status symbols as well. Saruh. A traveler doesn't have to worry too much about this. The local philosophy on guns is quite rational and weapons are not easily raised. The government is working on the gun control and advancing little by little. Nowadays you have to check your blasters when entering the cities. But not here. This is Bedouin country.
تمام وانا تمام.
Tamam, tamam.
كل الناس تمام. ايه.
Same tribe, same tribe. Rukhal.
نروح حلب.
You see, this is the village. We will live in this village, in this camp.
Hey, salam alaikum.
هذه
I'll break cups.
كيك.
I'll break cups.
اي كبش.
I'll break cups, feel cups.
كبش.
Tamam.
اي تمام.
Tamam.
I'll
This is our final destination, the Bedouin camp of the Shavwa tribe, Al Break.
break.
According to the common belief in the West,
كبش. في الكبش.
Fil Karsh. According to the common belief in the West, this is supposed to be in the dangerous Yemen, one of the most feared regions. We traveled this far to find out if there lies another truth behind the horrifying headlines. Tamam, Al Break.
تمام.
Cups.
كبش.
Fil Karsh.
في الكبش. يا مبارك. حنخليهم
Cups, Fil
جراج.
Karsh.
ايوه.
Cups.
حلال والله اكبر.
Halal, Allahu Akbar. Cups, Fil Karsh.
ايوه.
It's time for a picnic. A la Bedouin.
دانا لا دانا لا لا يا دانا دانا لا دانا لا لا دانا.
Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome to Mad Cook and our ever-continuing journey to the unthinkable culinary arts of the humankind. In this edition, we separate a sheep from its liver and proceed to eat the offensive organ. The preparation is simple. The organ is ripped off to nourish 1 to 3 starving tribesmen. Mubarak here is not really cooking. He is not using any spices. Mostly he just seems to be handy with his knife. Splendid. And all you mad cooks at home worrying about the intricacies of the cookery, or in this case, the lack of it. Don't you worry at all. Throw your pencils to the corner. The recipe will be found at our website, Madventures TV. Okay, enough with the chit-chat. Is it Tunna or I who gets to test this mouth-watering munch? As always, the decision is left to the rock, paper, scissors. Tunna, are you ready?
Yes, ready?
1, 2, 3, and that's
okay.
it.
1, 2,
3!
Winner takes it all.
Winner takes it all, and I'm gonna take this. Mubarak. Sid Mubarak.
Bismillah.
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 أنا قلت بشرحها كذا شاف.
You know what?
Yeah?
It tastes like one of the best sashimi I've ever tasted.
No.
Really?
Really?
It's really good.
Oh, good.
Tamam.
طعيمة.
Tahim.
طعيمة.
Tahim.
لذيذ.
Ladid. Tahim.
لحمة.
Tahim.
قسم المخ نصفين.
Ladid.
لذيذ.
Tahim.
طعيم.
Tahim.
لعيم. ماشي أكل. لا لا. ماشي هذا يلا.
Can I have some more, please? Yeah.
Yes. بسم الله.
Bismillah. I'm getting more of it. I'm never getting bored of it. Delicious. I would even like to lick my fingers, but in this case, I probably won't do it. Instead, I'll just have a fag and say, Mad Cook with the sheep's liver in Yemen, Bedouin style, in and out. In the Western media, Yemen is many times seen as a violent society where tribal tensions play easily into conflicts. But statistically, Yemen probably has less violent crime than the country you're watching this right now. They used to call this place Felix Arabia, Happy Arabia, fertile and productive Arabia. And despite the drought, despite the guns, despite our own prejudices, this is exactly what we witnessed. A land of endless hospitality and beauty. Tunna, got something to add?
Indeed. Fear is the mind killer. Don't let it stop you from experiencing the world.
That's right. And now it's time for the eternal traveler to enjoy the land of milk and honey, while the next mad adventures are awaiting. Akram Kumalla, Massalama.